Norma's just celebrated its 56th anniversary last Thursday.
56 years of operation.
How about that?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Pretty good.
I may not tell you anything new because I think these gentlemen, Jack and Seth, have made a lot of important points, but I'll throw my 2 cents in the mix and see if I can help you out on something that they may have overlooked. But I doubt it. I have to do notes because, as my staff has pointed out, my mind tends to wander, and they holler squirrel when they want me to refocus. You know, it's tough, you know. This business is tough. You know, I want to tell you that my wife pointed out one of her slogans that she picked up, you know, you only get one opportunity to make a good impression. And what she says, as I read the notes here, you don't get a second chance to make the first impression. And that can be anything. That can be the food, that can be the atmosphere, that can be the building, that can be, you know, the restrooms, whatever. You know, our business is complex, but it's really simple. And I look at it, and I try to get my team to look at it as if you're hosting something at your house, a party, a dinner, or whatever, and you want it to be the best. You want your friends going home going, wow, that was impressive. That was a lot of fun. We had a great time. You know, they're not saying, well, the parking was lousy at his house, or, you know, the drinks were weak, or whatever. Wow, we had a good time. And that's what we're doing, or I think you ought to be doing in your business, whether you're a small or a large operation. You know, your business, your inside of your restaurant, your marketing starts when the customer walks in. It's the first impression. He is looking around at everything. He may not be aware of what he's looking at, but he's looking at everything. And he gets to the table, you know, and it just continues. You know, it's important to have great bathrooms. That was another one of my big pet peeves. The Norma's over on Davis has the world's worst bathrooms, but we've done the best we can with what we've got. You know, set a standard and maintain that standard. If you want a high standard or a low standard, be consistent. You know, so that the customer's expectation next time they come in, it's the same. You know, don't have some really high standard and not meet it, or a low standard and beat it. You know, people like the comfort of consistency. You know, familiarity. You know, they can come in, they know what to expect. Let's see, as I go down here, you know, consistency in employees and service, the way the place looks. If you have a large menu or a small menu, you need to keep it up to date. Things that were, you know, great 5 years ago may not be such hot items. I've got some of my guys over here is he gonna mention it? We actually, when I bought Norma's back in '86, they were selling like barbecue weenies. And we sold a lot of them. I mean, can you believe that? But it doesn't fit today's market or menu. So be willing to change. And who tells you to change? Your vendor coming in there and selling you groceries? No, your customers will tell you. You know, these guys were very on top of it, talking about going around and touching the table, talking to people. People will tell you all you need to know about how to run your business. Some of them will get you to sit down and chat for hours if you'll let them. But seriously,
you know what you ought to do?
Yeah. If you just do this. So, you know, and this sort of thing. I have been very, very fortunate in taking care of people in all kinds of different ways. And this is, and I'll get into that in a minute, but what it has done, it's helped me grow generational customers. You know, these kids you were talking about that everybody hates but loves, you know, they're going to grow up and be your customers because their parents are going to talk to them about it. They're going to be in there as teenagers and whatnot, and then they're going to come back. They're going to come back. I've got one family in there. It's 4 generations. And to digress a little bit, we've got some old pictures. We've got a lot of stuff on our walls. And one of them is a picture of a gentleman standing in front of a trolley car, a street car. You remember those? You've seen them in magazines and movies. Dallas used to have these things, and the guy standing there turned out to be a the grandfather of one of our customers. And since he was in there, he has brought all of his family in here up to the grandmother. The guy driving the trolleys has passed on. And they do it because it brought back memory. You know, let's see. Hiring the right people. Don't hire the people that you, how can I say this? Don't judge the prospective employee by the cover, I guess is what I'm going to say. You get a lot of great people who are willing to put forth an effort that other people may not want. And we have done that, and it's especially over in Oak Cliff. We've got all types of folks working for us, and they have gelled into quite a team. I've got people that have worked for me for over 20 years, not just 1 or 2. You know, I've got a handful, and I've got a double handful of people that have worked there 10 years or more. And what this does for you, they bond with the customer. I have cooks that come out and talk to customers, or we have pass-through windows because it's an old cafe kind of a thing, and customers will stick their head in there and wave to the cooks, or you know, have some interaction with them. You know, this is because they've built a bond, and this bond is there because they see these people on a regular basis. I am very fortunate to have managers that have taken ownership roles. I think it was Jack that mentioned ownership. Employees that take ownership, and managers, especially managers who take ownership, because that'll filter down to the line employees, that act like owners and think like owners, and it's their place and they're proud of it. You know, will do you wonders. That gets you a lot of repeat people, and then get to know your guests and what's going on in their lives and this sort of thing. We do graduation dinners for people. We do weddings, and I'm not necessarily talking about a catering event or this sort of thing, but occasion that help them celebrate when the big celebration is over and done with. We had a longtime customer pass away, and so we take food out to the home after the funeral and whatnot. One of their daughters, one of the granddaughters actually, worked for, actually went brain dead, see? What? Martha Stewart. Squirrel, thank you. Worked for Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart sent us a box of books and whatnot, and an autographed picture and this sort of thing. You know, you never know the response you're going to get from these people. But the other thing I can tell you, and I could just go on for a while longer, but getting involved in the community you serve. Getting involved in the community you serve will pay you dividends you have no idea what the return will be. This past Thursday, we celebrated 56 years. I mean, that's a promotion. Yeah, it's 56 years, and we're grateful to have it. That's one of our promotions. We sold 3 of our top selling items: chicken fried steak, and it's not It's a premium chicken fried steak, our meatloaf, and our chicken and dressing with vegetables, rolls for $1.79 all day.
What was that?
Are we crazy? No, we're not crazy. We did 3.5 times the volume we normally do on a Thursday. People will be talking about that until that time next year when we do it again. You know, it is insane. You know, it's an insane thing. Another thing that I'm very, very, very proud of, since my son is a Marine, I'll get a little choked up here. I'll get over it. We came up with an idea to send postcards to the troops. We photographed our customers holding signs up that said, "Thank you, we appreciate you, we support you." And we sent them to Iraq and Afghanistan and to the troops over there. And we let the customers fill out a little message on the back. We have gotten so much return on that one thing. Not only from the troops over there that sent us a thing and saying thank you, you know, I'm glad somebody is thinking about us and all that, but our customers really bought into that. You know, that's being part of the community. And last but not least, this year will be our 24th year that we've opened the doors to serve free Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving to anybody that wants a meal. It doesn't matter.